Alright, guys, we're going to talk about the movie MaXXXine. I just got to watch it a day or two ago, and this is a non spoiler review. If I do talk about any spoilers, it'll be at the very, very end, and I will give fair warning. But this is a non spoiler review for MaXXXine, starring Mia Goth and Elizabeth Debicki, Moses Sumney, Michelle Monaghan, Bobby Cannavale, Halsey, Lily Collins, and Giancarlo Esposito, as well as Kevin Bacon. Almost forgot. Directed by Ty West. This is the third film in the sort of thematic trilogy. He's gone on to say that you don't have to watch all of them to understand MaXXXine, but they do all connect in a way. And technically, MaXXXine, or Mia Goth, is playing the same character she played in the first film, which is called X. Second film is called Pearl. And I think my favorite of the three was probably and still is X. I really enjoyed Pearl. That was a real weird one. I just thought X had more of a fun kind of slasher vibe to it. And then with MaXXXine, going in, I kind of sadly felt that the experience was dampened a little bit with her getting sued by an extra on set who played a corpse, and apparently she was kicking them in the head and mocking them about it, but doing it on purpose for some reason. And she's getting sued, and not really sure what to think of it, but it definitely put a little bit of a damper on my viewing experience for MaXXXine. But I will say it wasn't my favorite, but I do think I liked it more than X. I mean, Pearl. X is still my favorite, but I think Pearl was more original. Pearl's more fucked up. Pearl is they're all very, very different, and I appreciate them for that. I think Martin Scorsese, who I have not felt the same about him since his Marvel comments, but I will say that he commented about watching MaXXXine and said he was complimenting Ty West on being able to comment on each era of filmmaking. And I thought that was interesting and kind of liked seeing it that way. Like, yes, it is a different era of filmmaking, even though each one is kind of about this character that Mia Goth is playing wanting to become famous. And she has this sort of X factor to her that people find it attracted to. But I liked that Scorsese pointed out the kind of different eras of filmmaking and kind of made me appreciate them more for that. So I thought that was cool. I'm always interested in filmmaking, so that aspect is very, very cool to me. You know, I grew up in filmmaking. That's mostly what I've done. So that's just always interested in anything that's about filmmaking or behind the scenes and stuff like that. This was very much a less messed up, effed up movie than I feel like Pearl or X was, which is fine. Didn't need to be, but definitely felt very Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and very much trying to be like that to some degree, but it had some good moments. I think Kevin Bacon did a good job. Giancarlo everyone did a good job. Mia Goth, performance-wise, has always done a good job. I think maybe just because she played multiple characters. Not that she didn't in this one, but like more in Pearl and X. I think pushed her more and was more interesting for me personally. But she just still did a very good job. Bobby Cannavale was good. I just watched him in the movie Ezra, which you guys can watch the review for, which I did. And Elizabeth Debicki, who I always think of as the golden girl from Guardians of the Galaxy. She's also in one of the Tenet that Christopher Nolan did, and she's in many other things too. She's very good. But no, it was a fun movie. It was fun getting to see Hollywood in a darker light, and of course it takes place in the 80s, so that adds a layer to it. Even though Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was 69, this was still felt very much like the 70s and 80s, very close to it. But yeah, I wouldn't say I loved it. It was very much just an okay film for me. But it's kind of really all I have to say. I do think depending on what happens with the Mia Goth suing, yeah, I hope it's not true, but could very well be. Let me know what you guys thought, though, down below, of MaXXXine. It's in theaters now. You guys can watch it. It's probably gonna go soon, though, because Longlegs is kind of taken over right now for the R-rated horror picture of the night. But it's by A24. Check it out. Let me know what you guys thought, and hope you have a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.